heaven forbid you find yourself in a little bit of hot water, some legal trouble, you don't know where to turn. There's always that one person that you know that knows a guy. Like, always the one guy. It's like, oh, I got this. I know a guy. Well, the Noah guy is about to join us right now, and he could help you if you're in a sticky situation.
That's right. I think he knows a lot of guys. Why? Because he's a retired police officer, now podcast host. David Kohlmeyer joins us this morning. David, welcome back to the show. We're happy to see you again. Your studio is a little bit upgraded, but you are back in front of the mic.
Yes, thank you so much for having me this morning.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the problem solver. It's on your shirt. It is in the podcast studio behind you. But more importantly, it's something that you are doing for the Las Vegas community.
That's correct. So basically, about February 1st, I started the Problem Solver podcast. I happen to be a retired police officer from Henderson, also New York City, and I wanted to do something to give back. And I've been on the show before as well, explaining that we started it for the fact of helping people and solving problems. Mm-hmm. And it is a weekly show where basically we're trying to solve problems and refer people to the right resources.
There we go. So you're like the traffic cop, like, you over here. This is what you need. You over here. And it's been gaining a lot of traction. I mean, you're covering, getting a lot more followers on this podcast. What are the topics that you're covering here? Is it just people that got speeding tickets, or is it way more than that?
It seems, a lot of people call, one thing I'll share is that on social media and stuff like that, a lot of people, you don't see a retired police officer basically promoting himself to help people. So a lot of people are basically like excited to like make a phone call or to reach out to me. And I'm giving people different options. I'm sharing my experiences from the street. I'm sharing my experiences from working in law firms. And I'm giving people options that they would never think of. I would say, hey, do this, do that, do that. And I explain it's a little bit of a game, but my goal is to share different options for people or resources to help them get through any type of problem. And it could be from anything: arrested, accident, injured, people pass away, probate. There's a lot of different legal issues that are coming up. And that's the reason why I'm trying to help people, refer them to the right places and the right attorneys as well.
Yeah.
I love what you're doing, David. And I totally get it. This is not only your nature, it seems like, as a person to kind of share and to help people, but I know that you have that experience behind you because you were in law enforcement. So you've been out, you've practiced this in so many situations. I also have to add, I love that you have that kind of New York vibe. Like when I go to New York, I always make sure I meet the firefighters and the police officers because they're on the street. Don't you think that plays into why you're able to be so sociable with people?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I like to consider myself like a master connector, but I mean, I love helping people. It's what I basically do. I'm 45 years old. I started when I was 22 in New York City as a beat cop, walking around, solving problems. It wasn't just about arresting people. It really was about solving the problems and just trying to help people in general. So, I mean, yes, the New York experience, me being a New Yorker, definitely helps. Some people love it, some people don't. But the goal for me is to basically help people no matter what,
The people that don't, we like to call silly. It's okay, though. They don't understand the East Coast thing. It's fine. It's all good. Listen, you've started this is beyond just the podcast. You started a new legal network.
Correct. Well, what happens is a lot of people calling for legal issues, people that get, to a car accident, they're injured, and they have a lot more advanced, questions in regards to, like I had someone yesterday, they're injured, it was a hit and run, they're not sure with their insurance, they don't know what to do, how they're, a broken arm, how they're going to get their arm fixed, and they don't have insurance, and they don't know who the person is who was a hit and run. So I basically decided to come up with a network of lawyers that basically will help people, that will go above and beyond, just like I. And we're basically calling it Las Vegas Legal Network, and it is 24/7 to help people, because I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving any legal advice. I'm giving, more of the police and experience advice of what I would do or what I would do when I was in the street. I would, explain to people their options. Yeah. But right now, if they need a lawyer, I basically need to get them in contact with somebody who's licensed, who knows what they're doing. They can go to court and fight different cases or get people through the justice system.
Nice.
Yeah. And when you need a lawyer, you need a lawyer. And I think from your point of view, you're using your best judgment to only refer people to attorneys that you've seen practice with integrity.
Absolutely. I mean, there's different, there's 3 R's that I tell people all the time when you're looking for a lawyer. In my experience, it's actually results, reviews, and ratings. Those 3, are really important. So when you look at an attorney, you basically want to figure out if they good or bad, right? Because there's a lot of things that are out to different websites that are, that have different information or ratings. But so what I'm doing is I'm going through all the different ratings and reviews and results and and coming up with a list of people and interviewing certain attorneys that want to be part of the network. But they also have to provide some free services like free traffic ticket representation, free consultations, free strategy sessions. I have a probate attorney that wants to do free simple wills to help people. So as long as they're able to basically provide some free services as well, it's okay if a lawyer wants to charge money, and I want to make sure it's reasonable, maybe even discounted, but I want them to go above and beyond to help, the people in the community that need some help, especially less fortunate, that don't have, the funds available right now to basically get legal services.
You're doing great stuff, buddy. Great to see you as always. We'll point people in the right direction.
Bye, David.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me again. Any problems, any legal issues, the Problem Solver.Vegas and Las Vegas Legal Network's always available 24/7. Thanks again for having me on the show.
Great to see you as always. And yeah, if you've got a problem, he'll solve it. Website right there, theproblemsolver.vegas. The phone number right there as well. We thank him so much for joining us today. The Problem Solver, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.